I have noticed something when it comes to when I start my videos. I always start with the so. So, let's see. It's a Friday evening, and I'm staying in because I'm tired, and I don't know. I'm just not really feeling like going out or anything. Greer is actually going to a frat party with a friend from the dorms, and hopefully everything goes okay. I don't know, like, I like dancing, and most of the people who know me know that I love to dance, actually, and I'm a good freestyler, but I'm not, I honestly do not feel like going to the party scene tonight, so I'm just like, yeah, I'll just sit in my room, make a video, maybe, I don't know, kind of just like a whatever evening, yeah. I'm learning a lot about life this past week and probably this weekend. Learning that I can't control all of it, and that's it's a hard lesson for me. And Greer is also kind of the same way, so we're both kind of struggling with that right now. So I don't know, like earlier today I wasn't feeling too good, and I gotta figure out how to react to it, honestly, because I can't control everything, and I like the fact that I can't control everything, because if I'm in control of everything, then there's no necessarily variability, and I'm also learning a lot about trust, and how you need to trust in yourself first before you can trust in other people. And the example was whenever my family was in a situation like over the summer, we were driving back from Montana for maybe the third or fourth time, and the car, like the battery dies. Like the alternator dies and then the battery dies because we used all the energy out of the battery. And we get off in the middle of nowhere off of Highway 395. We were about 100 miles north of Ritzville, so we were about 100 miles north of Spokane, or south of Spokane, so like right in the middle of nowhere, pretty much, at the Templins Cafe off of Tokyo Street in Washington. Middle of fucking nowhere. Excuse me, middle of nowhere. And I wasn't worried, because I knew we would get home. Like, I wasn't freaking out, I wasn't doing anything. I knew if worse came to worse, we'd be sleeping in the van. Like, I didn't have a problem. And it was pointed out to me that I wasn't scared because I had someone to trust. Same thing with all the other incidences that our family has gotten into. We've run aground on our sailboat, and I didn't have a problem. We've broken the fan belt on one of our trucks that was pulling our trailer going from Utah to Colorado, or vice versa. I can't think of any others right now, but like I never really had a worry when those crises happened. Crises. I don't know the plural for that. When they happened, because I had someone to trust. And it was pointed out to me, if you were in those situations by yourself, could you trust yourself to get out of them? And my reply was no. Because I'd have my freak out moment, and then I'd figure out something to do. I would maybe freak out for 5 minutes, cry my eyes out, figure it out, think through it, and then figure something to do. Because I know myself well enough to do that. But it was a real, like, oh, I do need to think about that. If something happens to me, can I get out of that situation on my own? Whether it's calling my resources, as asking my parents what to do, or, because that's another thing that I enjoyed about moving here to Montana, was I am far enough away from my parents where I can still call them and ask them for advice. And if an emergency, like a super bad emergency where I'm in the hospital because I'm unconscious or I go into a coma, they can get here no problem. well, there's going to be a little bit of an issue, but they can still get here. Like, I'm not in Alaska where it's costs $2,000 just to go up there for a plane ticket, not to mention how much it costs to stay there. So, my hair, I don't know. I've been wearing a hood, been wearing it up. It's kind of at that length where I just don't care. I really just, whatever, my hair is my hair. But anyway, I have the opportunity, like, if something happens here in Montana, I have the opportunity to call my parents or figure it out on my own and then tell them how I handled the situation. For instance, I gotta have trust in myself over spring break. I'm not going home, and my plan is to go for the first weekend, go up to the cabin that I have here in Montana and do a mock backpacking kind of trip thing with Kyle, because he likes backpacking and I've never been, so we kind of want to do like a test run to see if I can handle it, which I would prefer rather than just go straight to backpacking. Plus, I get to open up the cabin and get it ready for the family. And then, after that weekend, maybe come back on Monday, spend the night here in the dorms, and then head down to Bozeman to hang out with Greer. And then spend a couple days with there, come back probably Thursday evening, and then have the weekend, or having one day to plan for my parents to come so then I can figure out all that, as well as study for an exam that is the following Thursday after spring break. I don't know, there's just a lot on my plate right now, and I know that this coming week is going to be pretty intense. I've got an exam. I finished 2 of my assignments that are due in the week, but I have a lecture to go to. I have to file, or I have to figure out when it's a good time to have a phone interview. I have a lot of stuff, and who knows? We'll see how this weekend turns out, because I got my homework done no problem this morning, or earlier today. I don't know. Maybe I'll give you an update. But right now, I'm kind of in that point where I don't really want to put myself out there for the fear of getting hurt and the fear of not trusting myself. That's a big one. But I am learning that control isn't everything. Even though the type of person I am really enjoys having control, being with someone in life in general, whether it be friends or a significant other that challenges me to know that I'm not in control of everything, I know is what I need. But getting to that point is going to take a while. So, there's an update of my life. Not super chipper for now, but we all know that it'll get chipper soon enough, and that good times will be had. I just gotta deal with life first. So, thanks for listening and watching, and I hope your day, tomorrow, tonight, whenever, in the future, is fantastic. See ya.